welcome to Beneath the Scars, episode 1. I have the fabulous, wonderful, exciting, beautiful, fantastic, glorious Wonder Twins. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
I couldn't wait, y'all. Hey, we are YBME, twin sisters. Our podcast is YBME, you guys. So, Gynove'l, thank you for having us.
No, thank you for having me here.
Yes. So it's so cool to see you on the the other side. Have tables have turned, and so you're asking us questions.
Right? So tell me, first of all, who's the oldest?
Me, right here.
Who's the bossiest?
She.
G.
Yeah.
All right. E and G, can we give real names? Or
So my real name, my government name is Georgina Johnson.
thank you.
My government name is Felicia Exum.
She was going to give you all 12 names.
She was going to give you all 12 names.
Somebody looking for you.
She's got a bunch
No, I was going to go with Felicia Davis Cypress Exum.
Somebody looking for you. You need to tell us right now.
No, not me. In
So
a good way.
So tell me, where are you guys originally from?
San Antonio.
San Antonio, Texas, the great state of talent. You know, I mean, not state, but city.
I think it's
Riverwalk
it's one of the most diverse cities.
in Texas.
I think so.
I you know what? I actually been there. I would actually agree.
They have a lot of military base. I think that's really what brings that culture there. I guess the bases that we have. We have like 5.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Wow.
Yep.
So you guys were born on a military base?
No, we did.
My mom didn't get that lucky.
Girl, no. There's nothing lucky about being born on a military
I'm
base.
talking about traveling, girl.
Oh,
the whole
girl.
traveling.
But she wasn't with someone from the military base because she definitely was in Jamaica doing her thing. Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah,
Up there, so
Puerto
my mom
Rico,
did her thing. But yes. Oh, I like your shirt.
Well, thank you. It says donate life.
I love that.
Oh, we're gonna need to close
Well,
on
you know,
that.
y'all always fabulous. You came with the all white pearled out,
And
then she came out, ready for the beach.
Yes.
We going poolside or something after this? Or
I need to.
margarita.
Margarita. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Margarita.
Make something happen.
We
Still summer.
We got to get a fresh food place to go to and hang out with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So tell me a little more about you. You guys grew up in San Antonio. What was it like growing up? First of all, being twins. Because I have several questions to ask.
One at a time. Hold on.
I mean, I think it goes back to why you're doing this amazing podcast.
Right.
We started our podcast wanting to share our story because although we're identical twins, we grew up with different lenses. Like our experiences are so different, and we saw things from a different perspective as young people. And then now that we're older and we reflect on it during our podcast moment, she's like, "Wait, what happened?" And so it's just us, I think, learning each other as twins, but. To your question, growing up as twins, it wasn't easy. My mom actually used to not engrave, but she stitch our initials in our clothing.
Wow.
So I would have a G on my collar, and she would have an F. So I don't think she could tell us apart.
Really?
I think she would just call the name, and whoever looked at her.
Our nicknames were twins, but everyone did that. Everyone used to call us twin.
So you have siblings, right?
We're younger
Did
brother.
your siblings tell you apart?
I think so.
Could he?
Yeah, our personalities were different. I was more of the edgy, the daring twin. My sister was always like, we called her Mommy Dearest, or Mama Number 2. She was
Mom
always trying to
said, "You're in
regulate.
charge," and so every time I was in charge, I had to beat their ass because they. My gosh! Retake. Back up.
She's having trigger. Oh my gosh.
We're good. Look.
I'm so sorry,
Hey.
Gynove'l.
Sorry.
I told her to be on her best behavior.
Clearly, that's
It's
not
all
a.
good.
Hey, I got PTSD from that. Clearly, that's a trigger word.
Do we want to discuss those?
Do we?
I think it's wonderful. I mean, hey, we being real. I mean, so I think this, hey, I got the same action, so it don't matter. But so tell me, and you both tall.
So growing up together, we played sports. We started off with volleyball. That was one of our. My mom felt like, okay, since utilize our height, I'm gonna put you in sports. She invested in us playing sports. But volleyball was our first sport. What we drew to it. We played it in high school. Then later on, played it in college. But the crazy thing about that is, after I started playing basketball in high school, and I really loved basketball, and I really wanted to go to college to play basketball. My mom says no. You both play volleyball. You're good at volleyball. You're gonna play volleyball. So I didn't really have a choice, but I'm glad I did it because I was with my sister. Pretty much the beginning of our college.
She was
world.
She was really good.
Really?
I wasn't as good as her in basketball. She was very aggressive.
Wow.
I didn't like to get hit. I'm like Zay. Oh no, y'all fighting down there. I need to keep my butt over here.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
Really?
Down low. Yes.
So I take it. So as you growing up in San Antonio, what was it like growing up in San Antonio?
Well,
We just be honest, like we moved around a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
When my mom, my mom was not in the best relationship with my father.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of moving around because she didn't want to be found, in other words.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we were constantly moving in with family members. And it's nothing against, she was just protecting us.
Yeah.
Right.
So we were always changing schools. I remember one time we were like in the 5th grade and we changed classes. We just
Oh,
always
you
get
and
it-
I swapped
Yeah,
classes.
we swapped classes.
And the darn kids
Told
are
on
little-
us.
I can't even call them my friends now.
Did they know you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
He just kind of picked it up.
Yeah, so just get stitches. Yeah, but anyway. So we got in trouble when we used to be cross guards, right?
Couldn't be
Wow.
cross
And
guards
so my
anymore.
mom's like, "Oh, you think you're grown? Y'all can just do what you want." So she pulled us off cross guard. We couldn't be cross guard. Well, was it the time she came and drove up on us?
Probably.
So she drove up on us, and
and
there
rolled
we are.
guards out. And it was on my mom.
And she's like, "Go get y'all stuff
Oh man, that
and
was
get in
the
this car."
longest.
Wow.
But
But it was, you know what I'm gonna say. We growing up as twins, we weren't bad, but 2 of us at one time.
Double trouble.
My goodness, that's
our
a
brother,
lot. But
yeah.
you know, there's days I call her now, Mom. So when we were babies, who did this? Did you know you used to take my toys away from me every time? And she was like, hell yeah. So
Yeah.
my mom just has stories to tell us about, when we were kids. But I don't really remember a lot of my childhood. She remembers pretty much everything.
So what was it like moving around a lot? How did you guys?
Well, I mean, I think that moving around, I had my sister, so it really didn't affect me just because she was always my safe place. And wherever, what new school, whatever environment, my sister was my familiar energy, so I was always good. I didn't really look for, I guess, acceptance to new schools because I had my sister.
Right.
But I think that maybe for my brother, probably been a little harder for him, just because he's constantly going to new schools and trying to.
Is he younger?
Yeah, he's 4 years younger. But I think that created character for us, being able to adapt quicker and easy in life.
So once you guys get to high school, college comes. So you go to the same college, or?
Yeah, the only way we could go off or be successful is my mom's like, y'all gotta go to the same college.
Oh, wow.
And
She was
share a
not-
car.
And share a car. That was the reason why we went to the same college, because we had to
But
share
you
a car.
pretty much share pretty much everything.
Yeah, but sharing a car, sir, in college, that is not fun. You know how many times I had to get in that car first before she got ready?
We,
So I could leave her,
Friday night
leave
club
her.
nights.
We don't hang around the same people, and that was the other part. We had to learn to hang around. We just have to accept some of the shenanigans or do double dating, just so we could all both be in the same vehicle. But I would leave her.
So what is it like growing up with a person that looks like you?
So that's a great question. I think that's a
With
great
the
question.
As a twin, of course she's.
I
gonna
think
say
that honestly, as a younger person, it was annoying. It was so annoying to be twin, and everybody assumed that we were alike. And I think always just trying to find that identity that we're not, like something that separated us.
Right.
Because we looked alike, we're always dressed alike. And
But that still happens even as adults, and that's what not our issues, but that's what can be frustrating at times because people think that you're supposed to be a certain way just because.
But I think back when we were younger, I felt like I had to wear a certain outfit. We didn't have a choice. You had to dress a certain way. My mom would buy us clothes, and I had to look like her. And so I was just trying to find like this identity as a younger person was like annoying because I'm like, I don't want to wear that. My sister's a t-shirt and jeans person. I like to dress up.
Right.
I was wearing
Yes,
like
you do.
scarves and everything at a very young. I love to dress up. So just I guess holding me back from wanting to be who I really was a little challenging. And as we got older, I mean, it came out, but for a long time, you just you're stuck.
So what was it like, as you went on to college to continue it? I mean, how was that? Dealing with each other, different personalities, different people.
So even in college, we still lived together.
Oh, okay.
We still had an apartment together. We
Okay.
played volleyball, or we were housed together in an apartment on, I think, all of the occasions. I think you get to a point where both young women trying to figure out who we are
In the world.
because we've been confined to. You're twins. You're supposed to always have each other, be there for each other. You look like each other, and now we're like, well, not that we didn't want it. It's
We
like
didn't.
We're just,
We didn't.
Yeah, we're just trying to-
Some days you was like, no.
we're just trying to figure it out.
We didn't.
Wow.
Yeah, we didn't. We couldn't. Actually, we couldn't stand each other.
Wow.
Yeah, it was making our relationship. It was strained. I called my mom, ask her. Our bill was real high one year.
It got to the point that, I mean, I was making life choices on my own and not thinking about what my sister would consider. Because I think I always leaned on her, but when we turned like 18, 19, I was beginning to make my own decisions, which probably were not the best decisions, but it's life be lifing. And at the time, I just felt like I was doing what I wanted to do. And
Do you think that, because I have a bunch of siblings, do you think that it caused some resentment between the two of you?
initially, yes.
Okay.
I think that's during that transition is when I was rebellious more than ever in my life, just because I was just tired of being judged and compared to my sister all the time.
Right.
Even though like I felt like I was, an all-star in sports, and people would think that she's got it together, and she's beautiful, but I was still lost.
So do you think, because this is about scars, do you think the relationship that you had with each other and your mom played a part in some of the rebellious antics that you...
Oh yeah,
was it just,
absolutely,
okay.
absolutely. And the beautiful thing where I am today, you're able to reflect on that and see where it kind of went down, and then how over the years we've regrouped and have come full circle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's my everything.
I would have never
My mom's
thought that, because you guys always seem like...
No.
Oh, you were scarred for me?
Yeah.
Girl, what did I do to you?
Oh my goodness. Look, all siblings.
See, but I told you. But that's the
All
thing. It's like
siblings.
yeah.
But it's always... So what's your take on it? How was it for you?
Just like college, like right when we were at Prairie View.
I joined the Air Force.
Wow. So what was that like when she left?
I already had made my decision. I was pregnant.
Oh, wow.
And I was in college still, but I knew I was going to have to make a decision. I ended up having my son, and then I would hear about, if he was still coming to visit, and she was still so happy, and I'm like, oh, what did I do? So I wanted to go back to school with my child and try to, quote unquote, reinvent myself and be a single mother and be on campus, but still have the life that my sister was having, which did not work.
Well,
And
what was that like when she decided to leave you, though?
Well, when I went back to school with my son, thinking that I would still be able to live my best life with my sister there, depending on her, to help me take care of my son, when she decided to leave, I think that was like, wait. But I knew she was mad. I knew she was mad at me when she made the decision to go to the Air Force.
Really?
I knew she was very angry with me.
I was angry at the fact that I had to take care of her and her son, and it was
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't.
Sign up for it.
That wasn't your job. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Here's the thing, I love my nephew, and if you want me to take care of him, give him to me. I can't keep having you because your choices. And so I struggled with how things were going because but that's not my son. That wasn't my son, to manage that way. So the best thing for me was to get up, and I went home after we for volleyball. After volleyball, I'd played my 4 years, and we were done. I went back home, and I needed to find a new way out. I needed to find my identity. Because
Did
being
you guys
her,
talk before you left, or you just signed up?
no,
No,
I was supposed to leave early. No, it was the holiday. I went home for the holiday and was not ever coming back.
Did
She
know?
was there. She was still.
I-
She was still in Prairie View.
I was still at Prairie View, but then our lights and stuff got turned off. And so a friend of mine came and picked me and my son up, and then he brought me to San Antonio to reside with my mom. But I didn't know she was already trying to get out of like sign up for
She didn't. I was already enrolled. I was enrolled into to JUCO, St. Philip's College there, that was going to hold me down until I left because I had already had a date. I was supposed to be leaving in either April or May of that year. But then I got a call that said I would be leaving in February. I'm like, where? I'll be there.
You were ready to go. Mm-hmm. You were just ready to go to get away from her, or you
No,
just
find me. Find me.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have any more control over. I mean, and I guess it's maybe that is. I controlled a lot. My mom, when I was in charge, my mom, it's like help me clean. I was, and then so I had no control over anything that I was doing anymore. And I do like to have some kind of structure, or I like to know what's my way ahead. But living with her, I had no idea. It was a lot.
So
it was a lot.
Do you think that once you left, did you miss her?
I missed my nephew. Gina was still making silly choices in life. But I do thank her because the opportunity came when I did finish my basic training. I was able to go back home, and she let me keep him for my 2 weeks I was transitioning.
So how did your mom deal with you guys being separate? I know she had...
Oh, she knew it would happen one day, I think, right? Okay. She couldn't have thought we were going to be together for the rest of our lives.
No, I think that... I guess we never really asked my mom that. I think that, she just felt like we were all evolving in our own ways. She may not have been happy with... I think for my sister going into military... She was happy for her because there's stability, right? She's going to figure it out. She's got a paycheck coming in, and she's going to see the world.
Well, I will say this. Mom did not know that was the life because of what she had her brothers go through. So I will say going first on, Mom didn't understand why. When I told her, hey, Mom, I'm joining the military, she's like, okay, whatever. So when I called her and I was like, Mom, I have to go to the MEP Center tomorrow morning or 2 days from now. 2 days from now, I need to get my license.
And then it kind of hit her.
It hit her and me.
Wow.
So it must have been a week out. I got arrested.
Oh my goodness.
Scars.
That's part of the scarring.
Scars. Triggers.
With that being said, you still went to the military.
Oh,
right?
I did.
So, do you think that played any part when you got to? Did they talk about that, or
they didn't talk about it? But I think for me, I had never been in that position. So for me, it was like, hey, God said, "This is for you. This is for you," and He moved mountains for me, and I took care of what I needed to go take care of, and I was pissed about it. But I handled it, and when I went into the military, even when I wanted to give up, to your point, you just find something bigger to keep going.
Right.
Because not everybody could make it.
You thought about
everything.
I don't want to go back to this.
I don't know how many times I'd be in that day room crying. She would send lots of letters, and I still have those letters.
When did this? Because whenever there's a scar, and there's always a healing process.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was that turning point when you said? Because you guys are great friends.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters, lovely. I call y'all the Wonder Twins.
Mm-hmm.
What was that moment when you were like, okay, we need to. There needs to be some repair with this.
I think it was more so just detaching myself from the whole vision of let him go. But now I'm just went from one pattern of not having an identity with my twin sister to now I'm in the military.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think veterans get enough love in our country enough for being, sacrificed. And you being a woman, and then, you having a sister, you have mom and family and all that. You got all these things going on, and here you are serving our country. And I just want to thank, because my dad was in the service. I have friends and families and everything. I don't think they get enough love and privilege. I repeat, enough privilege once they leave the military. But my other question is, like, being tall. How is that? Because there's not a lot of tall people, women.
Well, tall and cute, you're right. But
I was gonna say that.
Look, we're all on the same page. Team tall and handsome, yes. But yeah, no, I didn't have many boyfriends growing up because they were all smaller. Actually, I did have a crush, and they were all smaller than me. She can laugh at me, but I actually had.
I can't laugh anymore, but
yeah, you definitely can't do it now. But yes, let her tell her they're the same size.
Okay,
they're the same height.
Right.
But once you go tall, you won't go back. I promise you. But at this point, we were always tall. It just is what it is. I mean, but there's someone there, out here for everyone.
Wow.
But
how was it being in the military and being a tall female?
Oh, I didn't have no problems.
Okay. So how did you like? What you think about being tall?
I think in high school we were picked on, or just in school.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up because when you're
middle
tall,
school, you were tall. They would call us. So I used to look at the popular girls. They would have like bangs in their forehead, and so I decided, you know what? I want bangs. I'm not popular, but I want to look cool.
Right.
And so what I didn't realize is my hair was naturally curly. Like when I trimmed it. It went shroop, it shriveled up. And so I had all these curls.
Olive oil.
So now I'm using what they call bobby pins to keep my hair down.
Look, I don't know nothing about that ship sailed a long time ago.
But no, so we were considered ugly ducklings, right? And so when we came back from college, it was just like we would see people out and they would just be like, "Is that the twin?" And they would come up and say, "Hey, twin," and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, you don't remember me?" No. Well, I went to school and it was always like, "Oh, dang, you look awful," but it's like,
hey,
you've had a rough time. But no, I think that growing up, people are just ruthless. They're mean. They bully. They say hurtful things. We were a part of that. We actually, there was 5 of us. We were all athletes, and we were not the most attractive group. We were like the oddball. We were like Team D.
It worked out.
It was like Team D. But nobody would ever believe us. But when we show pictures of us with our big glasses and how goofy we
I
look.
think I got a picture of the glasses. I think growing up tall, now it's more acceptable.
Yeah,
now it is.
Yeah.
But growing up, I'm 55. It was not. People made fun
You're weird.
of you.
Yeah.
You're weird, especially when you're wearing glasses.
Yeah.
In sports.
Yeah.
People call you Frankenstein.
Were you skinny?
Yeah, I was skinny.
Oh, we were skinny too. Oh gosh.
Maybe 130.
Yeah,
So you're saying if you're tall, lanky, and glasses, you're going to be talked about versus someone short with glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, we stand out.
Because we stand out because everybody sees us. Even when I walk
Back
through the
then,
hallways.
though, he's right.
Even now, when you walk into a grocery store, think about most people are not our height. So you're like, people automatically look at you. Well, let's say you go to a club or you in a crowd of people. People automatically look up.
But you know what? That makes sure people look up at the top shelf because all the high end stuff at the top shelf. So you're saying if you're tall, lanky, and glasses, you're going to be talked about versus someone short with glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, we stand out.
Because we stand out because everybody sees us. Even when I walk
Back
through the
then, though,
hallways.
he's right.
Even now, when you walk into a grocery store, think about most people are not our height. So you're like, people automatically look at you. Well, let's say you go to a club or you in a crowd of people. People automatically look up.
But you know what? That makes sure people look up at the top shelf because all the high end stuff at the top shelf. Not everybody get to the top shelf. Everybody at the top
It
shelf.
is funny when they reaching for you, like. But yeah, I mean, it's always interesting how I listen to you guys' story. When you guys start bonding back together, I know you missed her while she was gone. That bond that you never let go with a sibling. That with everything that you guys were going through, I know there were many nights of tears, screaming and hollering. And do you think your son kind of bridged that gap between the two of you in a way? Because I hear you talk about him a lot.
Oh yeah.
I think our excuse me. I think our kids, when she decided to go to the military, she was moving to different states, and that allowed me to travel with my kids to see her. So I think there was some unintentional healing going on with with us because we've got our babies together, but it was recreating this story with our having family. Because it's always when my mom's around, my brother, and all of our kids. When we're all together, it is so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Wow. So I think unintentionally, there was healing going on there, where I think we began to just still lean on each other. Then we were going through our own personal things with our marriages at the time, our relation, whatever. That she became my outlet, and I know I became hers, like a safe space. Yeah. And so it happened on its own. There was nobody that just picked up the phone. I think that sisterhood was always there. Right. But it had to.
Well, we evolved. We've changed. And we're now women. We're now moms.
We're
and
growing.
so you just
moms.
And I think that some people. I mean, when you talk about healing, like you said, it was just inadvertently happened. Yeah. And you just whatever didn't get fixed back then. You know what I mean? And so I will say this: if there's some type of something she's holding on to from the past, believe me, it has been exposed. I mean, we've talked about it even when we're in our 40s. Okay. But I'm saying, so if there's scars, I'm sure we've talked about pretty much everything. But that's the beginning of healing.
I think you guys make I call y'all the Wonder Twins. I mean, I just think when I first met y'all, I was introduced to you guys, and I was like amazed, like wow. And then hear your story now, I'm still like wow. I mean, I learn so much every time I talk to you guys. It's interesting because you guys have helped me with on my journey. I think you guys need to give yourself more flowers at the things that you do, because you guys go out in the world, your moms, you're doing this and you're doing that, and you're helping not just me but other people. And people need to know what do you do? Like, we know real estate, we know like what's your passion right now besides your kids. We know your children, we all know that. What's your passions?
So, aside from that, we're podcasters, we're socialites. We like to get out there, have an awareness.
Some of the other things that we've partake in is giving back to the communities. I know we did it last year with the drive. Even like for some schools have harvest carnivals. We try to go donate candy. We've done that before.
Pencils, just whatever. Towards the end of the school year,
you guys helped at the transplant teams.
Oh, that's right.
We did show.
Support
that was fun.
So,
Thank you for the invite. That was nice.
No, we'll get you back in there.
I think it's always about being engaged, and if there's an opportunity to pave it forward for somebody else, because we have been without. We know what it's like to want to be able to provide for your children and maybe not have the financial support.
Right.
So wherever we can help, or just support, period. Wherever we can help somebody or a family or an organization launch, or if you need us, hey, let us know. We will show up. We're that. I mean, that's just, it's about everybody. It's for everybody. You know, this world needs to be unified in one way or another. And
definitely,
the way it's going to happen is we have to support each other. You know, in a positive way, not the negative. That's already enough of that out there. So
absolutely. Okay, fun. What do y'all do for fun? Let's get to it.
Podcast.
Besides podcast.
Actually, this is therapy.
This is fun.
This is
fun.
Podcasting is therapy.
Okay.
People don't really. I mean, people do it more for business and
entrepreneurship,
financial gain. For us, it's been more therapeutic and just kind of just when we have our guests, you know, and you were one of them.
Right.
It's just a reflection, like how we should all just be so blessed, and you know, gratitude is big for us, especially with the guests we've had, because sometimes you think that you have it rough, and when you hear somebody else's story, it's like, oh gosh, thank you, Lord, for just allowing me to wake up, you know, this morning. And so I think podcasting for us is fun because it's allowing us to sometimes reset, right? And then other things, I mean, she said we're socialites, just stopping through, showing our faces, that tends to be a great thing.
Which I think y'all do a wonderful job. I think you should do it much more.
Okay.
We like I said, we'll get out and it's starting to cool off. So what about you also are?
I'm a real estate agent for TJ21, Judge Fight, Mansfield.
Y'all looking for a house?
Yes, if you're looking for a house, reach out to me. But yeah, that's a different world in itself, and I love that.
Right. So family is extremely important.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about this future thing. What do you see in the future?
Personal growth.
Okay.
I see future-wise being one of the most confident and effective community engaged leader, maybe down the road somewhere.
For, Congress?
I don't know yet. I don't know, but I'm just saying be more engaged and just be a role model for a lot of young people, and that's important to me.
We need more representatives.
Yes, and when they see Latinas or people of color, there's a lot of young people that'll reflect and say, "Oh my gosh, if she did it, I can do it." I think that's important for young, especially Latina individuals, that there's a place for us too, right?
Right.
And so, but for my professional growth, I'm gonna be one of the top selling real estate agents in the DFW.
Put it in the universe. Yes.
Hey, I'm traveling. I'm getting you the plane fee. I'm sending the plane to you.
Send the plane.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
before you even go on to that, I want to talk about that, being a Latina and being in this space and being in America. What is that like? Especially twins, women, all of that. What is that? What have you guys seen moving through this world?
I remember in college, so we're mixed, right? Everybody's mixed.
Right.
My mother is Mexican American. My dad is African American and Cherokee Indian.
Okay.
And so for some people don't know what we are, right? They always ask, "What are you?" Right? And when we explain to them our ethnic background,
right.
I remember being at a particular college, university, and some young ladies telling us that we didn't look like we were black enough. And I was like, what does that mean? What does black enough mean? And so what I think that being very diverse, right, in who we are, is understanding that we have the best of three worlds, more worlds, but being able to relate where we need to fit in. Okay. And
you guys are just so wonderful. Before we move on to the next subject, I want to get in food. What's your favorite? I know y'all got different taste buds, like different places. If you can go one place right now for food, where would it be?
Beto's.
Beto's where? Where's it at?
Oh, sorry.
Where we went, Beto's off of.
Come on, you gotta give me.
I'm sorry. Beto's Mexican restaurant.
So you both will go to Beto's.
Oh yeah.
I would go. So I'm not gonna say no to Beto's, but my favorite dish is gonna be Italian food. I love Italian food. I love a lasagna. If it could be vegetarian, whatever. I love a lasagna.
Okay.
I need to learn to cook one though.
You don't know how to cook lasagna? Oh no, we got to get you in the kitchen. I know how to cook lasagna. We have.
Do you? Okay. Well, when you're in the giving mood.
Yeah, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah, coming from a bunch of everybody can cook.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, let us know.
My youngest son is probably the best cook. He cooks. He could probably be a chef. I know he could be a chef. He just cooks amazing dishes of all ethnic.
Nice.
But so besides that, I'm missing one. But future, we got food, we got
Fitness.
family, fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you've been in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
You playing sports. How do you see that when it comes to people, women, all of fitness? What do you think? What do you guys think about that when it comes to fitness?
I mean, I think fitness is a good thing for everyone. Whether I do it in my everyday, no.
She does it in her sleep.
5 o'clock.
I
No,
think
thank
that
you.
fitness is important in everybody's life. I think that going for a walk is great. I also feel like, people, women, you asked about women. I've been on the spectrum of up and down, losing, gaining, working out like tirelessly, trying to just get that 5 pound off or whatever, 10 pound. So I've been there, and I applaud all the women who have been consistent and stuck with it, because it's not an easy journey. But I think fitness is very, very important, because it actually helps mentally, just help relax, stress reliever. But most important, dieting helps.
Good thing.
As much as we don't want to talk about it, but I mean, I know I don't eat right. I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I think fitness is so important.
We'll work on that.
Yeah,
but I
you're the cook.
My question is next is how can we find you?
Oh, mine is. Hey, yes, social media.
Come on.
So Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, it's YBME Family. We have our podcast streaming off of our YouTube channel, YBME Family. So I hope you guys, if you're not already subscribing or checking us out, please tune in or check us out.
We'll make sure we put the link in there. It'll be linked everywhere. Wonder Twins. So tell me what else you got? She said it. Now what you got? Well, how we gonna find you? Is that
You find one, you find the other.
What about your can you talk about your real estate stuff? How do they find you if they're looking for?
Yes, absolutely. If you are looking to buy or sell a home, or even looking to lease, you can reach me at Century 21 Judge Fight.
Yes.
You'll look for listing agents, and you'll see my name, Georgina Johnson. Just click on my picture, and voila.
We'll put the link in. There. We got to make sure she get that Christmas money.
That's right.
Christmas money
That's
early.
right. That's right.
So I want to thank you guys just for being you. I want to thank you guys for bringing me in here. We're going to get this festivals. We're going to make sure that we get out and about. We have a couple different months coming up with a couple different festivals. When we get outside, seeing that it's going to cool off.
Yes.
And hopefully, we can all work together and get this thing done. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Let's give them a round of applause.
Yay!
Thank you for coming. Hopefully next time we get their mom in or somebody family. But
that'd be
I
fun.
want to thank them so much. This is Beneath the Scars. Hopefully they will come on as another guest one time, and we'll get the whole crew in, and we'll have some fun. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in today.
Yeah.
And
Nice job. We love you.
have a good one.
Yay.
See ya.